Like
Okay,
when
man.
oh
What the hell? What up, YouTube? This your boy Ligo 1/2 and Duo. What the frig? Good God. Anyway, this is gonna be a quick little podcast. Thoughts about my cast members here about the Nintendo Direct as it just happened. Right now, the second half of Duo is behind me playing Smash Bros. Right now. So hell, we here, but we just not all here. But anyway, I got
oh
Dr.
shit,
Feelgood.
cleats. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
I got Dr. Feelgood. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Dr. Feelgood here, the guy with the smooth moves and groovy tunes, always in a damn good gaming mood, and just got the Splatoon update, but I'll leave that for some other time. Keep this short,
All right, I got.
and Nintendo for life, bitches.
Oh,
I got the man. I got the man with the green eyes. What's going on, Kanoshi?
Kanashi Abominito here to tell everyone that I hate everyone equally.
Damn. I thought we
Someone
had
needs
a
a hug.
decent relationship, but I guess not.
Someone needs a hug.
Of course, I have the local Mario head, which is Cage Anime. What's going on, Cage?
Ladies and gentlemen, one and only Cage Anime, constantly in the Mario Maker fanatic, as always, and remember to keep calm and game on.
And of course, the usual guy who keeps things crazy, Mr. Triple M. What's going on?
Um, because I made some backdoor dealings earlier, I'm gonna plead the fifth. You all know who I am. Let's move on.
What the hell, man? I don't know what the hell you into, but
All right, all right. Well, let's and of course, let's say I'm here. So, I watched. I basically watched the direct. Well, let me not lie. I watched the direct with my sister while I was driving home, but I did listen to the direct live with blow by blow Pat with the Good Shepherd screaming in my daggone ear with my car. I was like, what the hell? Will you stop that? Like a little girl. But anyway,
You know
I'll go
what's
down the I'll go down the line and just ask people a quick question. What was your favorite moment, not to feel good?
shit, all of it.
Yeah.
Um, if I had to pick a single moment, man,
Yeah, a single moment, yeah, just a single moment.
a single moment, I have to say that I'm gonna go with the simple one. I really don't have a single one, to be honest, and I didn't have time to digest everything and just decide. But I'm gonna go with the one I've been playing a lot, Splatoon. The
Okay.
Splatoon that just oh
keeps
man.
on giving.
And
It,
you
For
gotta
free.
talk about my Mario Maker addiction.
but I would say if I had to choose something I thought was a really a big surprise when they announced Cloud Strife in Smash Brothers.
Okay.
You know, oh, go ahead.
Oh, that's good.
I'm done. You can go ahead.
Hey,
Oh, well,
Kanoshi, what's your biggest surprise? I mean, I think me and you, I'm gonna talk about what you just said right there. But what's
yeah,
your biggest?
the biggest thing that stood out to me was, and I'm not a particularly big fan of this game. I think this game is super overhyped, even to this day. Was Cloud Strife appearing in Smash, because that was the greatest WTF moment of the year, and that if if Nintendo gets one award this year, it's that. It's the greatest WTF moment of
Yep.
this year, because that was just. I mean, tell you the truth, I even find it more surprising than the Final Fantasy VII remake, because you're you're Cloud Strife, a character that's synonymous with PlayStation, showing up on Smash and not showing up on All Stars
Yep.
just sounds crazy. I mean, I'm just
Not
waiting
crazy.
to-
That sounds like backstabbing.
But if I may say this one thing though, you know how in the past or during all directs basically when Nintendo announces like a big bomb, they then come back on the screen and then talk about it, right?
Hmm.
When Reggie said we're gonna leave it one more surprise, and that video came on, but then they didn't come back on screen and like kind of just like reiterate it. I was like, did Nintendo just drop the mic and walk off stage?
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. I mean,
That's how I saw it. It's like,
that's
oh shit, they just dropped this bomb and like didn't even come back and say goodbye. Like they just dropped the mic and walked off stage.
Well, they had Nintendo minutes, so they yeah.
Nintendo said, "Cloud Strike, fuck it, bam."
Shut
Mhm.
up. He's finally in the game. It's weird. I don't. I'm confused. It confused the heck out of me. Like it, I just didn't get it. I was like, what is this?
You
What's
still sound
happening here?
confused.
This doesn't make any sense. Did I fall? Are we in Wonderland or something? Is this actually happening? Ugh.
I hear you. What about you, Cage? What was your biggest? What was the moment that you like?
Mario Maker.
Crackhead.
well, that portal site that's coming out next month, that is very, very helpful. You know, find what you want, find what you're looking for, and in terms of like what kind of levels and whatnot, what have you. But but here's my thing: in terms of both Wii U and 3DS, the Wii U portion, I will say that the new gear and stage for Splatoon was awesome, but I will also say that Twilight Princess HD is right around the corner. So they showed that. I thought, that looked awesome. And they showed like 10 seconds of Zelda Wii U footage.
Yeah, I love how they blended that shit in. It was like, that was seamless. Like, damn.
Yeah, that was
Oh my
seamless. I
God.
was not expecting.
I'm thinking like, are they gonna announce this shit coming out like in January? Cause I'm gonna die. Like that's gonna be too much. Yeah, like
It's
if you go seamless from Twilight HD into Zelda Wii U and say, yeah, we're gonna drop on the same day or the next month, it's like, oh shit, like I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, that's definitely their big holiday game. We're probably not going to hear from it again until E3.
And in terms of the 3DS side, I was very surprised to see that Dragon Quest 7 and 8 will be coming out right around the corner too. I have Dragon Quest 8 on PS2, but for those that never played on PS2 version, go for it. And I never played number 7, so it's pretty awesome too. And Bravely Second is around the corner.
There is a lot of
that one I want to come out because Nintendo's publishing it. So hell.
Yeah, and finally on the 3DS side, I'm glad that Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow is getting a re-release. That's it for me, and overall, it was pretty good. Direct, they definitely came out swinging.
Yep.
Hey, I have a quick question, guys, and you have to forgive me, but is there some maintenance going on that I don't know about?
About what?
On the Miiverse?
No, on Splatoon. I got the update patch. So I'm trying to log online to drown some people, and it's not letting me.
Maybe it's going. Maybe it's so much people hitting the servers now. I don't know. Some people use it. Some people use the Wii U to watch the rec and everything too. So it's just crazy right now.
Oh wow. Okay, I was just making sure.
I mean, because right now my sister's playing Smash Brothers online, so nothing's going on
It must
there.
be Splatoon because it keeps saying like it's having maintenance. I'm like, is there a scheduled maintenance I didn't know about?
And I've also saying I like that they still show some Xenoblade Chronicles X and the different packs. I thought that was cool too.
Yeah, but that was given.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one thing, I thought it was gonna be like 21 gigs. Cause someone told me it was gonna be like a 21 gig download total. I'm not. It still may hold true, but when I did the math, it was a total of 10 gigs in downloads,
It's
like
20,
experience downloads. So I was like, okay, so is the game gonna be like 11 gigs?
No, it's 22 gigs.
Oh, really is?
Yeah,
So it's
'cause
22 gigs
the
if
one
you
I got-
include the other downloads.
Well, yeah, because they have all the downloads for the Jap one.
Oh shit, damn. Okay.
That's why I said, yeah. That's why I said if you're gonna play Xenoblade, make sure your gamepad is close to a plug or get the extra battery. I already got the extra battery a long time ago when I bought my Wii U, so like I said, my battery pack lasts for 8 hours, so I ain't gonna worry about nothing. Because right now, that's what my sister's playing it right now. She's playing the gamepad with Switch Smash Brothers, and it's gonna last for a while. But yeah, it's 22 gigs in the Jap version, so I don't think it'll be smaller on the US version.
Well,
It should be a little bit bigger because, like I said, translation is more.
Well, since the main is still going on Splatoon, well, back to Mario Maker.
Well, the biggest thing, like, there was a lot more 3DS stuff, obviously, because there's more people developing for it, and it takes less
Hmm.
time to develop for. But a
Hmm.
lot of the 3DS stuff was really good. Like, sometimes I'm usually disappointed with a lot of the 3DS stuff, but it was actually stuff I was interested in, like Dragon Quest 8. Never
And dude,
got a
how they
chance
split
to play it on the
that Fire Emblem
PS2.
Fates? How they split that up?
Yeah, I wish
That
it.
was genius
I
to me.
am I'm weary on that. I am not sure about that. I know they do it with Pokemon, but it's just weird that they're doing it with Fire Emblem.
Yeah, well, I mean, the packs of the games what I played is a very good game. I'll say that by themselves. But I thought they're gonna do. I thought it was gonna be together myself. I'm not even gonna deny that. That's one of the surprises that I did not know. I thought they're gonna combine them and not separate them like that.
Yeah, I'm sure they're both pretty, meaty games because Nintendo isn't going to.
No,
Hey,
this was a stop. The face was a stopgap. What happened was I could guarantee you. What happened is they have the game already. They're already doing a local team. They say, you know what, let's just repackage the backs, put a little, put American, put English on it, and send it out. They didn't want to go through all the packaging crap again. I guarantee that's what happened.
So so Dragon Quest 8. That's the PS2 port, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I
yeah. I
never
mean, I
got a
played
chance to
seven,
play it.
and seven was good. So I might touch in eight. I might touch eight a little bit.
Yeah.
So like
yeah, I may
maybe.
pick up seven because I never had seven, but I do have eight. Although I've never opened the shit.
Oh, come
Damn.
on,
Yeah,
Doctor.
I actually have Dragon Quest 8 for the PS2. Never been open.
I
Yeah,
put in hours in it.
I got.
I
All
just
right.
never played seven because seven's on PS1, but I'll probably just go and get 3DS version.
What about you, Triple M? What was your favorite part?
Uh, man. I think I'm going to take the Good Shepherd's take that he was just happy with almost everything that he saw, and that was basically me. But if I really have to choose, uh, oh bloody hell, it's kind of difficult to choose. Okay, I might not pick a game, but it's the skit where a yokai possessed Bill Trinen, and he ate all of those.
Donuts.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was
that's like
Hungrams or something like that.
yeah, that's like Ben Trinen Part Two getting fired. But there was also one thing that caught my eye, or that caught my attention, that this direct was basically a heavy advertisement for Square Enix games.
It
Well,
was.
yeah, but remember what? But Triple M, what did I say when they came out for Japan?
Yes, that exactly resonated with me when I noticed that. And that
This,
if
this,
that wasn't if that wasn't alluring, no, pronouncing, no, that if that didn't caught my attention, then the Cloud Strife reveal for Smash was definitely the kicker.
okay. I mean, as I was talking to Konoshi before we started, I mean, like I said, when I came back over, when I went over there, I said that Square is talking back. This is Square Japan. Let me just be honest. This is not Square Europe, which is where, cause that's the parent company. So Square Japan just say, hey, Square Europe, F you, middle finger. These guys are the dominant market in Japan. We're gonna talk. We're gonna make some real and deal with them because
It's
this
smart.
Yeah.
they own over 32% of the market over there. So why not?
I mean, think about it. Sony dumped a good chunk of Square stock. Microsoft isn't money hiding anymore. These third parties are going to get desperate. They're going to have to go back to Nintendo.
Well,
Or
the only thing
develop.
I'll say
See,
the only thing I'll say different is that Microsoft don't need the money because RPGs don't sell on Xbox,
No.
not
now,
JRPGs.
now you see, this is
No, I
this is
do.
this is the reason why I asked the question on this latest Gamers at Large about, because before this, not too long ago, we just heard Capcom is willing to work with Nintendo maybe even a little bit more. And my question was like, is this their wait and see tactic, their smoke and mirrors, or do they actually freak bloody hell mean it?
I'll say let's wait because other than the devs that's standing up like the Monster Hunter teams and of course Capcom licensing to give the Project X Zone 2 the go ahead to use the characters and everything else. Let's just wait and see. I mean, I don't think again, just like Kanoshi said, I don't think they're stupid. It's just now that they're the dominant force in Japan, so they need to find some way to make money because again, nobody's making that much games for PlayStation 4. I keep on telling people that, but they don't. Again, people don't listen to me, so who am I to say?
No, like the Japanese, you don't see a lot of. You get a few stuff here and there. I think Gravity Rush is going to come out next year. Tales of Asteria just came out.
But I could guarantee. The reason I'm saying that is because I guarantee you, if when the sales of Tales of Asteria comes out, the dominant place is gonna be PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying it for PlayStation 4.
Nope.
I forgot to mention this when they showed the trailer for Star Fox Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trailer was more CGI than in game. So
No, I don't think it was CG. I think those
The part with
cutscenes were
introducing the characters, is what he's talking about. But most of it's still gameplay.
Yeah, that was in-game cutscenes. That was still using the engine.
Yeah. But
What? It didn't look like a PS2 game like the internet said?
It actually looked. It looked. I thought it looked much better than.
hey, everybody gonna hate, man. Everybody hate. Yo, Anderson, you can hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
loud and clear.
All right, man. What was your best part of the direct if you watched it or heard about it?
Well, obviously, Star Fox Zero made me squeal like a little girl. What about Linkle? Although that might have some consequences down the road. Also, Mario and Luigi, Paper Jam.
Oh snap! I forgot about that.
They got a lot of games. They got a lot of games coming out from now until April.
They do? But I thought that they was coming out on NX, guys. That's what the internet told me. It must be true.
Don't listen to the cultists. And don't drink your Kool-Aid.
Including NX's boyfriend. You can't listen to him.
Oh, you went too far. Like,
Nah.
Nah, I don't think so. Now, because let's be honest before I go into something else. Let's be honest. Now, I myself was not hyped for it. It was a good direct. I watched it. It was good. My biggest surprise was the Flock Cloud. Strife was in there. Kind of like I don't want an next sword play in Smash Brothers, but whatever.
Nowhere. That came out of nowhere.
That's a good. That was
sorry.
something.
Continue.
That was something good.
All
Something
the ballot. He came from the ballot, probably.
Yeah. I think that was pretty good. I'm happy that was in there. That surprised me. And then the next one was again. I got told before we started was the Midnight Amiibo. I thought it was gonna be more with the Legends than HD, but like I said, I hope the HD when the HD comes out. I mean, Twilight Princess technically is my best seller that I ever liked. The one thing I want is, and I'll speak with my wallet. This is me speaking right here. This is my wallet. I hope they put the remote as an option. I don't want to play with the gamepad.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
Speaking about the Twilight Princess HD,
It should be an option. Hell, it was two. It was all I gotta do is map the GameCube to the gamepad if you want to do the pad.
Nintendo is not going to do something. They won't take out something they already had available before.
I hope so.
No.
I hope they don't do that because like I said, I'm not gonna. I like it better with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. If they do with the gamepad. If they do with the gamepad to play that scene where you have to save the lady with from the bandits and stuff, or you save the kid and stuff. I like the remote. It was more faster to shoot down the bad guys and stuff like that. So if they don't do it that way, hell, I'm not gonna buy it. That's just me. Video graphics ain't gonna make me go ooh for that game. No, that's not me.
Now speaking about the graphics part, Now, here's the thing that I really can't give Nintendo flack because on the title it says HD, no remake, no remaster. So yes, I was pretty bummed out that it
You
wasn't
didn't get the Wii U tech demo?
a
They was not gonna do that. They needed. They was not gonna do that. They were gonna take too long. And they're working it. Look, if
They're also working on
the
the
Zelda
new
team is
Zelda game.
maxed out,
Yeah.
the Zelda team is maxed out because remember the small team just finished up Triforce Heroes, and it's still maybe they still be working on some stuff right now because we get free DLC next month for
Yeah.
Triforce
'Cause
Heroes.
they
So
never
they're just
stopped
gonna
working.
touch up lighting and textures. So
Yeah, that's what they
uh,
did because if you look at Zelda's dress, they cut off some of they rounded off her shoulder pads and they showed texture patterns on her dress.
yeah, yeah. So
yes.
that's all they're gonna do. It's not gonna be like Wind
But
Waker.
they're gonna do some with the amiibos because since Min is a part of it, and they said that other Zelda amiibos could work in it, so there's some special features in there.
I got a
So
question real quick.
yeah,
Is it dumb that I'm actually I already had minor interest in this game, but is it dumb that I actually have more interest in Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival?
No.
nah,
No, I don't think
because
so.
you know what killed me is this is what killed me is that me and Shep was talking about this because because I know that was gonna be in there. And people were like, I mean, because Cage and Triple M when we had our talk, I said that was gonna be a part of it too because everybody keeps on forgetting. Look, Nintendo is a game making company that supports their own console. Third parties don't want to jump in. Okay, that's cool. Blah blah blah, whatever. But 60% of the demographic of the consoles are to families. They gotta cater to the little kids, the families, everything else. We, as all of us here, maybe as gamers, we are 40%. We are the minority. But people just don't want to listen to that fact. So they have to put out the home designer for the girls or who want to play that, or the amiibos for the festival for the animal heads, kind of like how Casey's a maker head. So, animal heads.
Yeah, yeah. I'm playing it right now. Well, you guys
I
can hit it.
I know, but I'm just saying they have to make games for other people. That's what you see. That's one thing that kills me. This one company is making varied games. There might be some genres that are not in there, of course, but it's there.
You
You
guys
just
probably
pick and
can hear the
choose.
sound effects.
You just got to pick and choose what you want game you have, and the people who are non-sayers are just people who are non-sayers. So it is what it is. Like I said, this direct was pretty all right. And this is my opinion only. A lot of people enjoyed it. I'm happy. I see a lot of people react. Oh, Zelda this and all that stuff, whatever. And okay, you know what? I'm happy for you guys. You guys enjoy it, but it's just funny because the reason I put up a post about the negative about keep your suspicion low because everybody and their grandma had like stupid ass videos. Let's pray. Let's pray. I'm sorry, Twilight Bites. I got respect for you, but I'm not praying for no game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
So what?
Let's
So
pray
you're
for
telling me that
Nintendo's a company, not a genie.
yeah, so some people were begging and pleading that this would be like an E3 sort of direct, like
yeah. Yeah, and then some people were saying, hey, they need to. They say, what they say? Oh, well, we need to hold Nintendo to these respects and whatever. Like, son of a, are you kidding? Like the podcast I'm gonna have this Sunday. It's sad. It is just sad. We got all these games. We got all these games. Nobody has any big glitches, any big bugs. But all these other games that comes out, they get 9s and 8s, and even in the damn reviews, they have glitches and bugs, and nobody calls them out for that bullshit. That stuff irritates me.
why isn't Bethesda's feet held to the fire?
I know,
And
right?
why isn't CD
Exactly.
Projekt's Red feet held to the fire? You know, it's just like Xenoblade's coming out, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and then there's the original Xenoblade. You know, okay, they might have had a few bugs, but they were nowhere near as broken as, say, a lot of Bethesda's game, and nowhere near as
No,
much
no,
I,
of a
no.
problem as the
I've
original
learned
game.
one thing when it comes to
This is
these other players, and when I say these other gamers, the one company I know I can trust 9.5 times out of 10 when it comes to a game, the entire experience. It won't. No game is perfect, but
No.
near perfection. are Nintendo games, and most games that are on Nintendo consoles, or the games in collaboration with Nintendo. So my thing is, you want to play your buggy shit, that's fine. I mean, that's you. If you have fun with it, that's your preference.
Yeah, that's the
But
way I look at it.
my thing is, don't try to shit on me because I'm playing it and I don't have a problem playing with my cartoony game or my, you know, current gen and not next gen game. It's like, cause I tell you what, I'm gonna play through my games 5 or 10 times. You're gonna play through Fallout once.
The thing that came about Fallout, which is like I said, anybody who's listening now, I'm not bashing. I mean, okay, you know, forget it. The game is, if you like the game, like Ken just said, if you like the game and you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to put that damn big disclaimer up for the podcast Sunday, because I don't want, like I said, if you bought it with your own money and enjoying the game, good. But look at it, Fallout just came out, this thing, and there's all this message, this world, and everything's going up. You still have bugs, you still have frame rate issues, that problem. You know, I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. You can walk through the gate, you can fly over the wall. The transition, there's no, basically the loading screens are almost non-existent in this game. How can a
Almost.
game does that on a Wii U, but on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox One got problems?
Yeah, what's about? I wonder if people are complaining about the loading packs that they announced.
Oh, well,
People
like I
are complaining about that.
they have the packs. They have the packs. You don't need it to play the game, but if you want to have the smooth transition, like I said, it's not. It's like I said. It's not like a mandatory install. You don't need it.
Thank
You don't need it.
you.
But if you want to get a smoother, if you want to have a quicker
You want to
loading
experience
time,
with less load times.
yeah, you have it. They're giving it to you. They're giving it to you free. And look at it. Look at the option right now. They're giving it to you before even the game comes out. If you buy it digital. I mean, even not even digital. Even thing you could load it on. I forgot. You can, if you're physical, you can load it on your Wii U and ready. So ready to go. Put in the disc. Bam. Go. They're not telling you, okay, let's wait until then and fix it, because they're not fixing nothing.
Yeah,
That's
already
the
there.
one thing I like. I like when people be upfront with me from the get go and tell me what the hell it is when it comes to patches and stuff like that. But of course, we always ask on a company that does that and tells you the truth. Oh, we so angry about the digital event from E3. Yeah, all the games they announced except for Star Fox didn't came out this year. But you know what? All that came out. I didn't hear nobody saying any crashes or buggy messes.
Heck, some games that I'm not even interested of Nintendo, I really can't knock them down because they're not broken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what killed me. So anyway, I digress. I'm happy that it happened in there. And look, like I said, from now until April, that's a lot of games, and we still have a smash little thing coming up in December. We still have that, and then of course, Fast Racing Neo, December. Everybody who wanted that game, here it comes. And that proves. See, this is what killed me too. You have these indie nobody could ever tell me, third party publishers, Nintendo don't want to work with them. Nah, that's why I said when I walked to the Nintendo EAD office, everybody was like, F them. Because look at that, look at the indie team. Look what Shin done. Game that has 4K textures in the game is an indie game, and it's running 60 frames per second on a Wii U. People taking chances. If you take time to develop the damn game, you'll get a good game.
If you take time to optimize the game for a particular platform, the game can run better than any poorly optimized game on the most powerful hardware.
Also, don't forget the online.
Online 8 people could play. Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head, Anderson. That's the kind of stuff. Well, that's an indie. That's an indie. That's not no big third party like Ubisoft or EA.
And how big is that team? Isn't it like a really small team as well?
Yeah, so don't give me that bull crap. Including with Slightly Mad Studios. Don't give me that BS. Do not.
My thing is like you got like over 800 people working on Assassin's Creed Unity, and that was buggy as hell.
Too many cooks fall apart or something. Is that the expression? So they didn't do anything, actually.
I know, right? So don't. That's the thing that killed me. How blind? Maybe Kenoshi, maybe your avatar with your eyes, man, you blinding these guys because I don't know how blind it could be
No.
when you could see what indies could do on a platform, but big third party publishers that have all this money don't do. You can't fool me. I'm sorry. You can't lie to me like that.
You know what?
Gamers.
I think I finally found out why Kenoshi has that avatar with the green eyes. It seems like his vision absorbs the green eye jealousy.
Maybe I don't know. That's something. I'll let Kanoshi answer that question because
Sniper.
Dude,
look
three
look at
snipers?
and then look at Splatoon. You're gonna get 2 maps. You're gonna get about 40 pieces of new
Winter clothing.
articles,
And this is the second gear drop of 40 pieces.
and it's
For free.
free. No DLC, no whatever. You know what? I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna bring this up Sunday too because this was not supposed to be podcast. Everybody's hailing Halo 5 for what it is. Good, happy. Again, if you like it, you play good. That's all right. Nobody's talking about the damn microtransaction though because you know what? On average now, microtransactions are every 2 days they're making $500,000 for Microsoft.
Oh.
Nobody's talking about that crap. So basically every 2 day every 4 days at average they're making $1 million. You know what? You think that's Halo 6 when that comes out? You think that's
It's going to have microtransactions.
Yeah. That's
But
going to be.
going back
Yeah, you're right. There's no going back.
now, going back to Splatoon, about the updates. I'm not sure if anyone has this idea as well, but in my eyes, I kind of feel like those updates are coming rather in a very quick frequency, and I'm like, wait a minute, if they're gonna roll out those updates in this frequent manner, and the next console cycle is just maybe a year or two away, I can see why they come out rather quickly. Because if Splatoon was out since the release of the Wii U, I would bet those updates would have come out much slower.
I don't know. I can't give full. I can't agree with you a little bit because they know what they had.
Garbage
Have
ass
for the
team.
game. I know they have for the game. So I mean, right now, from April from May all the way to now, I'll bet you about January. After January, they're gonna start doing paid DLC.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's what they're gonna start doing. They're gonna start stopping the free stuff and then start doing paid DLC. They ain't gonna, they just want to make sure people feel confident because they tried that. This could be a test market. Again, this might happen for Splatoon 2. We don't know. They're gonna say, "Hey, you get this. We're gonna make you a little bit more of us, but we're gonna still do the same pattern again. See if lightning strike twice in the bottle." They're gonna try that. So, but like I said, the indie game, like I said, like I said, Shinin. You got Fast Racing Neo. You got Jump Hive. That's the game I want to get because that's the Metroidvania game that I'm looking like. I want to get that.
SteamWorld Heist.
SteamWorld
SteamWorld
Heist.
Heist.
You got SteamWorld Heist. I mean, shoot, man, it was.
And
Hyper
I'm sorry, but like this is like the only system that has so many indie games that are so well done. It's like damn, like I think we can all agree that for the most part, if we had a choice between an indie game and a AAA title from Nintendo, we choose that AAA title like on a console or something. It's like these indie games look just as fun and addictive.
Polished.
Oh, so I didn't see y'all. Yeah, Polish is right because these guys. I mean, I'm just happy. What they did. I am happy that they had the time to work on this game. That's what everybody's been asking Shannon. When it's gonna be? When it's gonna be? Nintendo's basically saying, you know what? Take your time. Let's make the game what it is.
Yeah, it's no rush because they're not hurting for money.
Huh?
And they're definitely not hurting for sales. People keep saying that, like, oh, the Wii U needs, a lot of games to push sales. It's like, dude, but Nintendo is making money with every console and every game, even peripheral sold. They're not hurting. I'm pretty sure that although they may want to have more, consoles or units in the market, at the exact same time, I can also see them being content with what they have because they're still making money hand over fist.
No, you should say like this. Nintendo is irrelevant. Well, after this direct, that's really not so.
And you know what? To bring that up, it reminds me of what I'm pretty sure all of us have said this in various podcasts, but it's funny how Nintendo is irrelevant, but the moment they announce a direct, every media group is like, just speculating what could be said and what they want to hear. It's like, hold on,
Well,
but you just said that Nintendo's irrelevant and the Wii is a dead console and nothing can save it. But why are you? If that's the case, why are you holding on to every time Nintendo? The moment Nintendo said Direct coming out Thursday, IGN, GameSpot, everyone is all over this like it was like Y2K.
heck, I
Okay,
bet
for crazy.
even after the direct, people are going to chat about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
This was a miniature E3 in the middle. Like,
That's
I'm
me.
sorry, dude. I know that we all would prefer some other bombs would have been dropped. Like for me, the only downside to this direct, for me at least, was that they did not talk about their new loyalty program. That's it. But to me, they really did shit on everybody. And I mean portable, handheld, and as I say, even when it comes to online, the new Splatoon website, which I've been to the Japanese one more than a few times, and I'm familiar with it. I'm like, you're shitting on everybody. The hell with Skype. And I mean, Nintendo hit all the platforms and they shitted on the competition in a Tanuki suit while flying.
Okay, okay. Oh my goodness, you guys are too much. You know that?
I
Holy
know I'm
crap.
too much. You talking
You
so
ain't even
much.
saying nothing. You damn there. You Mario head.
Hey, the reason why I plead the fifth, I
Hey,
plead
hey,
too much.
I'm rocking the crack.
You're rocking the
Triple
crap.
cracking. He's rocking the meth for Mario.
Yeah.
The hard hat.
Hey, can
Hard
I bring
hat.
something up about those indie games?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Any topic here. I'm not really getting this thing.
Yeah, regarding Kerbal Space Program and Terraria, even though you can get those games on other systems, the gamepad advantage is used here. But
Oh
with
yeah, you know
the
what? That's a good thing too because I've seen people also before this Nintendo Direct happened. People's like, well, Nintendo still ain't used. Look at the indie games. Look what the indie development did. They're doing stuff for the gamepad.
182 points with a roller, really?
Okay, crackheads, will you start settle down on that part right there? Anyway, but no, but look, Affordable Space Adventures. Um, you got Fast Racing Near is gonna use some of it. You gonna have like the two games he just said, right? That Anderson just said. You know what I mean? It's
No,
good, man.
no, like that kind of statement is not for Nintendo, Nintendo and the indies that are making the games with the gamepad. No, it's statement derived to Nintendo only. And even in that case, I'm like,
Hmm?
shoot, most of the games actually do use the gamepad.
I know.
And another game we forgot to mention. I'm not sure if any of you guys mentioned it, but the Final Fantasy game,
Oh,
Explorers,
I mean, Explorers. Yeah, Explorers.
dude, that game reminds me so much, in a sense. I don't know
Oh,
if you
Monster
guys
Hunter.
played it. Well, not just Monster Hunter, but for me, it would be
The Final Fantasy Chronicle?
no, Fantasy Life.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
see. I love Fantasy Life. That game is completely addictive. Like, yeah, I think I sunk like $100 in a week in that game. Um, but even seeing that game, it's like, wow. So 3DS is getting two Dragon Quest games. One I already have on the PS2.
They 3DS is getting a killing of RPGs, man.
I mean, I'm just like, I'm gonna have to pick up this Final Fantasy. I don't have time to play all this shit.
You're
Trust me,
gonna buy it anyway.
when you play Xenoblade, like I said, when you play Xenoblade, like I'm telling you, man, Xenoblade gonna take your life away. I know it from playing it. So hell. So
I'm expecting to come next month. You know, I got this huge back catalog of retro to modern games and PC.
And I just started working on my back catalog outside of Wii U. Like I just started on Blue Dragon and a couple other games. And you mean to tell me Nintendo dropped this bullshit today?
yeah.
I just told Anime that I just completely got on my Splatoon addiction. You give me a dedicated video and you drop some shit tonight. Now I'm back on it. So after I just kicked the habit, now I'm about to
You
go
was never
back.
gonna kick no damn habit.
No, okay. If I look right now about how much I've been on Splatoon the last month, it does not even compare to the
I
first 2 or 3 months.
I know, but
You know what?
until they stop doing paid
I
DLC.
hadn't played it so long. Dynamo did become Sea Breeze.
Oh man. Let's give the new ones a chance. Hey Derek, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Alright, and then hey Maliki.
Malik.
Malik, my mistake. I'm not, like I said, my screen is not down. My screen. Let me put my screen back up. Cause I'm on Google doing a search. He might be not around his phone. Derek, what do you think about the rec?
I thought it was actually pretty good. I know a lot of people were disappointed, especially the Wii U part, but I thought it was pretty good. Now they showed Zelda Twilight Princess. They showed a little teaser. People want a little teaser of the new Zelda. They got it.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of disappointed they didn't show a Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem.
Well,
I want to see that.
They're wait. I mean, they're gonna that's gonna drop pretty soon in Japan. So they're gonna do something
Yeah,
like
and
that
it's
maybe in Japan.
supposed to be the first half of America too, Q1.
Depending on translation.
Yeah, and
It takes a long time to translate games from Japan to English and to the other languages. And as Dr. Feelgood could tell you what I said about it about Xenoblade Chronicles a while back.
Yeah.
I'll say the most exciting thing for me was Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow coming to 3DS Virtual Console.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You and Cage are happy for it. And that's what I'm saying. It's one company that does something to everybody. You're not every direct gonna knock out the park. That's why I say I don't look at directs as what people are hyping it for. I don't look for hype. To me, it was always direct.
Nintendo failed yet again to please all the people all the time.
I know, right?
No, I even said this to Anime before the podcast. I said Nintendo has made something. They made it get like this direct. It covered all the bases, no matter what kind of gamer you are, no matter how old you are. They had something for you. And I said the sad part is, whether it's the kiddie shit or not, if you want to call it that, I actually do want it.
Yep.
You know,
A lot of the stuff in that direct I actually want to play. So, oh, you're just a Nintendo fanboy. Well, that's your
I'm a game fanboy. If it's fun, I want to play it.
Well, Matt, y'all looking for some fun.
Yeah, I mean, look what Anis. Like, I'll go to what you just said, Aniston. Look, everybody was like, "Oh, no, they ain't got no damn what is it? They ain't got nothing good for Legend of Zelda, not Legend of Zelda, for the Mega Man Legacy Collection. Look now, they give you exclusive challenges for the 3DS, and you can use amiibos.
Yep, Gold Mega Man Amiibo.
Yeah.
You know what people forget is that HD development takes a while. So they're not going to have like 15 games, for the Wii U in the next 3 months.
Well, we understand some things are going on there, but like I said, with Mega Man Legacy, they went beyond and gave an exclusive to the console. That's where most of us here grew up with, where we was in Genesis and the Super Nintendo. Publishers, the developers at the time, look at the hardware, make this game cool for that. Genesis with this, make the game cool for that. We didn't. None of us were bitching about, oh, you got this and this. Of course, they had a little more kind of with blood and no blood with sweat, but still play the game and had fun.
Well, you're talking about Aladdin?
You got Aladdin, you got Lion King, you got Turtles in Time, Turtles in Heist. You got I mean, man,
Castlevania.
you got a bunch of games that was on both consoles that took the strength of each console. But nobody back in those time was arguing about stuff, and that's what I'm saying. Legacy's coming out. That'll be cool. I mean, sorry, that'll be cool. Look, Legacy's got something different for 3DS, and they're gonna have something for Xbox. They're gonna have something for PlayStation. That's what it should be.
Yeah, speaking about the whole Mega Man Legacy collection. Now, when they actually revealed that game to be that those games are gonna that collection is gonna come on the 3DS, I was actually bummed at first when this is going to be the same stuff that the I think it was the PlayStation 4 that's going to have, which is compared to the older collection. I was like, yeah, you guys are falling short. But then afterwards, when they showed the whole exclusivity part thing, I was like, okay, you guys are actually filling the padding, and not just whack padding. No, these are pretty darn good padding.
Yeah. So, Malik, can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. I'll ask you a question. What was your favorite part of the direct?
My favorite part probably the ending with Cloud. I wasn't expecting it. It was just out of nowhere.
And as I said, they didn't even come back on the screen. They just dropped the mic and left.
Well, like
He's literally my last expectation.
well, like Kanoshi said, it's weird that PlayStation didn't. Cloud is not in PlayStation All Stars, but it's in Smash Brothers. That's a slap in the face. I don't know what they did. Square Japan just give that Batman slap to Robin.
You know what happened though, Liger? What happened is Sony spent all their money, getting exclusive for, Street Fighter 5. That they didn't have anything. They didn't have anything left to keep Cloud.
They didn't do that again.
Yes,
That's
they did,
Capcom.
man.
That's not Square.
No, I'm saying, but people keep thinking that that Capcom just just up and decided to go with play. It's like, no, just like Xbox's money had in the exclusivity for the Call of Duty map packs and the advertising, Sony money had it. That just like now, it used to be that Call of Duty was synonymous with Xbox. It was on all the platforms, but Xbox did all the advertising, all the bundles, and they got the map packs first, the DLC, and Battlefield was PlayStation. Well, now it seems that Sony is taking the Microsoft role, and now their money had and everything. They're paying for Call of Duty and everything else.
Look, when I was talking to Kingdom Pachi, I was saying that Sony does not have they barely have any first party companies or developers on their wing. They have a ton of second ones, and that's what they do.
Like
a lot
Naughty Dog, things like that.
Or Sunsoft for Blood Rain.
And also, what about Polyphony? Yeah.
Blood Rain's not even an exclusive. It's a multi-platform game.
Well, just like Destiny was a multi-plat, but it was marketed as an exclusive.
Because everybody, look, again, if you enjoy the game, whatever platform you got, enjoy the game. Just like I just said about Twilight Princess, if they don't have and they should have it, I'll tell Nintendo that they should have it. If they don't have the Wiimote nunchuck for the Twilight Princess HD, I'm not buying the game because I don't need. I like the game better with the Wii remote. I'm not gonna be the graphics. The graphics don't stun me. I don't care. I want me to have that Wii remote and shoot and play around with that thing and have the way I like, because that is my favorite Zelda of all time is Twilight Princess. But again, I'm not gonna.
Mine too.
I'm not gonna give money if I don't feel the same.
Odd man out.
It should. There's no way you could take the GameCube, map it to the like I said before. You take the GameCube, map it to the gamepad. Do what you gotta do with that. But with the Wii remote, leave that option in there because I want to play with the remote and Chuck. Because I've just like I said, because when I'm gonna play Call of Duty Black Ops 3, when I eventually gonna get that game again, I'm using the Wii remote nunchuck in that game.
Oh, let me ask you this: What if they give the new Zelda game gyro controls?
That's a different experience. That's what I'm saying. I'm not the new. Well, I didn't play with the remote and nunchuck when I was in Japan. I played with the gamepad. New experience.
a difference of opinion when it comes to motion controls on Twilight Princess, which it kind of differs with Jamie Butterworth, which he was very Butterworthy on the games at large last cost. But yeah, I digress.
No, I want that's. I mean, like I said, it's everybody's opinion. I'm not knocking nobody who wants that opinion. I'm just saying. I started the hashtag Speak with Your Wallet. This is me. It's all Speak with My Wallet. I'm not gonna buy a pretty version of a game if it doesn't have the feature I want. That's just me.
I'm here.
I back up my talk. I don't come and tell anybody out there, hey, speak with your wallet, and
Hey,
then
hey, 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 like, come on now. Do you play games or you play features?
do I play game or don't play features? I play. That was the experience of the game.
I'm just trolling,
I
man.
know who you are. I know what you said. I just said that's not a feature. That was a part of the game in general. I'm not
Well,
saying
that was a part of a version of the game.
yeah, and I bought that version of the game.
I-
And
I'm
if
just,
they
I'm just, I'm just simply saying there's both logic and there's some logic what you're saying, and I completely agree with you. Like if you don't buy, you're not gonna buy it because you want that feature. You can't have it. That's the point of you buying it. I understand that. I definitely do.
no, well, look. If that was the new, let's be honest. If that game was coming out HD and then they had the we want the nunchuck stuff to it, then I would have bought it. No problem. No ifs ands about it. That's for sure. I'm just saying though I have the game already. I'm gonna buy it again just for prettier graphics. I ain't doing that. That's just me. The game. So if I want to play the game with the remote and nunchuck, I have the game to play on my Wii U. So I'm buying the next game to play on my Wii U. I can't play HD. I can't play what's it again? Wind Waker on my Wii U because it don't do GameCube.
I do have a question. You guys think can you guys possibly see them doing more HD remakes with GameCube titles
Yes.
aside from Zelda?
Yep.
Yes.
Probably yes.
Yes. They were
Star
working.
Fox Assault.
I wouldn't mind a Mario Sunshine.
That's what they're working on.
What?
They're working on Sunshine starting from May. That's what I thought what they're gonna be. That's what I thought was gonna be announced, but that didn't happen. So
The reason I say more GameCube re-release because look at the because they don't have analog triggers for the Wii U controllers, and so that's why we've been seeing all these HD re-releases. The first one being Wind Waker. I guess that was to test the waters, and now they're doing the same with Twilight Princess that's right around the corner. And it seems like it don't take no time for them to come out with these HD releases. You see, like tonight. We're in November, and the Twilight Princess coming out in March.
well, yeah. I mean, like I said, one thing about Nintendo I'm happy for is they're finding company like Grezzo and Titleist. They're finding good port teams for these games. 'Cause again, they're not the Zelda team is not working. They didn't work on that stuff. Inuma might be looking over, or Hitarashi may be looking over
Yes,
the game.
yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. Is just supervisors.
Yeah, but they're not developing the game because because Hitarashi just finished with like I said, Triforce Heroes. He might be still doing stuff DLC packs for Triforce, and of course Zelda Wii U. That's the bulk of the Zelda team is on that to finish that out. So let's see what happens now. I'll admit to one thing right now that I hope that because the game was supposed to be coming out February, it got pushed back to April, which is Star Fox. I hope if for people who wanted this whole online thing, I really hope it's to me. I want a co-op. If you're gonna do online, do the co-op kind of thing. Do something different because a lot of people are asking for the same thing from Command and Star Fox 64. I don't want that. But again, that's just me. 'Cause all they're gonna do is backflip until you get off the screen and U-turn and all that stuff. And even the developers at the time, when I was at Platinum, they were like, that would be boring. That's why we don't want to put in the game. So if you guys, if the naysayers force them to get online, whatever. Yep.
The problem with quad multiplayer would be that whoever has to play Sleepy will get shot down within the first 5 seconds. Gotta factor in people and how they behave, you know.
You had to go there, right? You had to go there, man. we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happened. We'll see what happened with that. So, but they pushed it back far enough now. I thought it was coming out in February. They was gonna do it, but they pushed it far back enough that they could do something to they could redo something to the game. So, let's see. Let's see how that
Now,
works out.
Swear to God, did they come back?
Go ahead, Triple M.
now speaking about the games that they did not show in the direct, which one of them was
Metroid Prime Federation Force.
yes.
Oh my God! Do not. Don't bring that up, man. Hey, if anyone listens to this podcast, please direct your questions to whoever made that statement.
That would
I
would
won't
be
say his
double.
name. If you didn't catch it, then that's your fault.
Go ahead, I live in the ghetto.
I'm just saying, like, I actually plan on picking up Federation Force. Don't get me wrong, I do. The game looks fun as hell, but the flack that game has gotten, and I can't wait to see these sour faces have to backtrack because it's a fun game and it's still going to sell.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just what kills me now. What kills me now is it's just that game is we're gonna hear more about it next year, maybe at E3 again. Let's see what happens. But again, that's the next. I'll tell the truth. All you people who want want voice chat and stuff again, that's a game that needs voice chat. Make your complaints about that. Same thing with Triforce Heroes. Oh, wait a minute. Now many people made their arguments with Triforce Heroes, but Splatoon get the flack for it. Jeez. I wish y'all could just stay consistent. That's all I'm asking for.
With Splatoon, it's just because that's a new IP.
If you're gonna bitch consistently. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's because it's a shooter, and apparently voice chatting shooting games is a standard. Even though there's no saying, there's no quotes or anything saying, it's a standard for all shooting games must have voice chat.
Also because people who play online shooters don't just use voice chat to talk about random shit.
Yeah.
Really? You guys have to go Shadow Fox's route?
I know, right? But you know what? What killed me is if that's the case, then why was there a big backlash for when? Because the system had a party chat, but nobody said anything for Battlefront.
On the PC, mind you.
Jeez. I'm just saying, just be consistent. If you're not gonna be consistent, okay, but be consistent. Don't be trolling people for no reason, and making a big fuss over things that you don't have no control over or whatever. Just like I brought up Twilight Princess, I speak my wallet. That's how I'm gonna speak. I'm not gonna be here, bitching out it. They have this, they have that. Where my Metroid? Hell, Metroid skipped the console, skipped the 64.
Yep, exactly. That's what I always say. Not a single word was said then. So why is it different if Wii U doesn't get one?
That's because back then we didn't have fast internet.
True that. That's a major difference. He's so right. He's so right.
Hey, Red Fox.
Oh snap! Red Fox is here. We're going to talk about Cloud Strife all day, my son.
No, I'm not mad. I just.
Are you puzzled like I am?
No,
Red Fox.
It's just.
I didn't ask you one question, kind sir.
Go ahead.
And I've been asking everybody this question. Did Nintendo just shit on a competition while wearing a Tanuki suit?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Actually, they did something.
I heard you said they did something worse.
No, they did something. I'm about to say they did something worse. Since you did a Tanuki suit, traditionally in Japanese culture, the Tanuki has the ability to attack enemies with its. Like when you see that game and they have Mario using his tail to attack his enemies, that's not his tail. Tanukis don't attack enemies with their tails. They use their scrotum to just hit things and knock shit out. So really, no, in traditional Japanese folklore. So really, what you saw was Iwata. Like, cause here, think about it. All these deals that were made, like all these third-party collaborations and stuff. This was what Iwata was working on before he died. a dead man slapped everybody around from the
Dick.
grave. From beyond the grave. He just slapped people in the mouth from beyond the grave. That is amazing. No, think about it. This Cloud Strife thing, beyond the grave.
That I know what you're saying, but like I said, that's why I reported when I came up from Japan. I said where Japan now is taking up the rap. They're not.
Hey, Poppy was right. Like he shout out to Poppy 2K, by the way. He was talking about because he was wondering. Do you think a lot of these third parties are gonna start coming back over since the other
the Japanese one will, not the Westerns.
No, the Westerns not gonna come back.
No, you know what happened? You know what happened this is what I told everyone years ago. When Microsoft, 15 years ago, when Microsoft started, well, actually it was like 10 years ago. 11 years ago, when Microsoft started this money hatting, I said, this is going to break the industry. It will break the video game industry. And for 10, 11 years, you had a broken industry where just third parties were running rampant. They weren't doing their job. Because, I mean, it used to be back in the day, third parties would put their games on anything because the more markets you put your product in, the higher chance you get your money back. But when Microsoft started money hatting, they didn't have to do that. They were like, well, they're going to give us like $3-4 million to put the game on their console, so, I mean, we don't need to put it on anything else. But, my God, it's changed, hasn't it?
Well, like I said, what changed was Nintendo owns 32% of the market in Japan. That's what That's what changed.
But I mean, like, think about it. Like Square Enix is putting a character who has never been on a Nintendo console. At least with the other characters that have been in Smash Brothers since then, like Snake. Well, technically speaking, the first Metal Gear game was on an NES. The first, not
the first, actually the second.
But Street Fighter was on there too.
Street Fighter was on there too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the first console Metal Gear, because originally the first Metal Gear was on the MSX first, which was a gaming PC of its time. Yeah. So technically speaking, the first console Metal Gear game was on the NES. Okay, that's cool. I understand that. So I can understand Snake being there. I could even understand Sonic or Pac-Man being there, or even Ryu from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But Cloud Strife? I know that technically speaking, originally Final Fantasy VII was supposed to be on the N64, but after Square Enix got in bed with Sony, how's that working out for you, Square?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
they got in bed.
Well, they did. Well, they did get in bed with this because
they got in bed, but it was a technical difficulty to make the game.
No. Well, look, Liger, you don't have to tell me because I know for a fact that if you play games like Gauntlet Legends on the N64 or Shadow Man on the N64 or Resident Evil 2 on the N64. Those are actually better than what was on the PS1. But because, it was just a propaganda. It was basically Sony pulling, they were like, well, we want to get the Japanese market on our side. The Japanese market at that time was really into JRPGs, and so basically they took JRPGs, the king of JRPGs, from Nintendo, because up until that point, like the N64, the NES, and the SNES were the JRPG console. And like Sony got in bed with, or Square Enix Squaresoft got in bed with Sony, and the rest is history. But how the tides have changed. I guess Squaresoft looked at their books and they were like, when was the last time where we made a ton of money and we weren't like beholden to we weren't losing money, and we had our own faculties. Oh, we were with Nintendo. Oh, wait, okay, so maybe it might do our best to get back on their good side.
Well,
That's going to be that Final Fantasy 13 failure.
Look. I said it before when I was over in Square. This is Square Japan. This is not Square Europe that made this decision. I could guarantee you that.
Well, can we be frank? I know that Square Europe is now the head branch of Square, but really, it's Square. The heart of Square
is Japan.
Was in Japan. So I really like. I mean, who cares? Look, you guys can have all of the Square Europe can have all of the. We're gonna put what was that terrible game they put on the Xbox One that isn't selling that well right now. You can have the Lara Crofts and all of that. I mean, whatever. You can have your Lara Croft exclusivity, yeah, and I hope it does well for you, Square of Europe.
Well, like I said, you got the year exclusivity of it. Let's see what happens. Everybody's joining the game, so that's good. A year from now, you get it on PC, you get it on Xbox One. And maybe by then, it might be the definitive version with all the DLC unlock and everything or whatever.
For Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, has Square done definitive editions?
Yeah. That was Square that did the definitive of Tomb Raider, the first one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well,
yeah, because the first one did not sell. The first one sell, but they didn't make the profits back. So they did a definitive version to make the money back.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. They were like, this thing sold 6 million. It didn't make enough money. I was like, you must not be running your business well if you can't sell 6 million units of a $60 title and not make your money back.
Somewhere else.
I don't know.
Well,
maybe
what do
you're
you
in the
think?
wrong
What do you
business.
think? Why do you think they have over 300 microtransactions in this Tomb Raider that just came out?
Because they're still trying to make their money back.
So that's crazy stuff.
Because they can't. I mean, I don't know what happened. Because didn't Enix buy out Square?
The way around, isn't it?
Yeah, it's vice versa.
Square bought
out Enix.
Okay.
And then when they did Europe is the one that has all IDOS and all the other brands. I forgot the name. Is IDOS?
It was IDOS, yeah.
Yeah, but they have a next one. They have other developers a part of
Crystal Dynamics.
Crystal Dynamics, yeah. That's all that is on the that's what on the Europe, and that's where they got the bigger share, and that's why they became the parent company.
That is horrifying.
But Japan is just Square. Square Japan is Square Japan. So they say, you know what? I mean, like I said, they saw that Nintendo has the market. They're like, you know what? Hell, we're gonna put Dragon Quest back on there. I mean, look at all these games coming from Square: Dragon Quest 7, Dragon Quest 8, Final Fantasy Explorers. Bravely Default
and Smash.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, for those Dragon Quest games, they must have sacrificed a chicken because the reason I say that is because basically
they have troubles.
Well, no, what I was about to say is that these games should have been here this year because I know Dragon Quest 8. Let's be honest, Dragon Quest 7 and Dragon Quest 8 have already been translated. Because the Dragon Quest 7 was on the PS1. And Dragon Quest 8 was on the PS2. I mean, except for the new content, for the new scenarios for the 2 extra characters. So there's really no excuse for this must have been like oh snap, we're losing. Like I said this on Poppy QK's podcast. Look, Square Enix is trying to we're going to put out Final Fantasy 7. We're going to put out like a remake of Final Fantasy 7 and all that stuff. They don't have the money for all this stuff. They desperately need the cash. So they're gonna port everything they can to make some money right now. Because they did the same thing when they were gearing up for Kingdom Hearts on the Game Boy Advance, where they brought over all of their really good stuff at the time, like Final Fantasy 4, 5, 6 on Game Boy Advance.
Speaking of Final Fantasy 7 remake, am I the only one that's sad? And it's a sign that you can't get the original composer to come back for the remake.
No, they don't want to pay him his money. If they use his music, they have to pay him his money.
Don't remind me.
They'll have to remix that music. They'll have to remix that music to hell then, because
basically, yeah.
Those royalties, son.
It's like they're not gonna do remake Chrono Trigger with the same music from the ground up. They're not gonna do it because they'd have to go and get those people back, and Square is very proud. They're very not proud. They're stubborn, and they don't want to admit when they messed up. Except for when they had to put all those Game Boy Advance and DS games on Nintendo systems because they had to tell the truth. Yeah, we basically Sony bought 10% of our shares, and we had to basically we went around bad mouthing Nintendo and pulling the Japanese RPG developer support from the
You know what? The one thing, the one thing I gotta say about this direct that I do love, at the most, and I'm happy. After the firing the people who did that crap last time, I think basically Nintendo's like basically went to all their maybe the Yakuzas came in and told everybody in Nintendo, okay, anybody leak any shit this time, we're firing you. Or we put you in the dark room.
No. Nintendo did it Yakuza style. Anyone leak anything, we're cutting off a finger. If you do it again, we're throwing you off the roof. No, we're gonna give you a choice. You can take the stairs, or you can jump out the window.
Because they kept Cloud on the wraps. They did a good job of keeping that one on the wraps.
Well,
there would have been
since people were leaking down Ryu and stuff like that, and the Roy, they had to do something to change it because they were getting hit by leaks a lot. That's not like Nintendo at all.
No, and that's what I said. The people who did that got fired.
Yeah.
And Nintendo's not a company to fire people. That's stupid. When will you do something that's stupid?
Exactly, because it's kind of like I said, you're working for Nintendo, you're working for arguably like the best first-party development company in the industry, and if you're a game developer or you're even helping to get those games to pipeline, that's like a dream job. All you got to do is keep your mouth shut and toe the party line. Why would you mess that up? Like that dude who did that interview, he's like, yeah, they had to re-record my voice. I'm like, if you had gone to corporate, if you had said, look, these people want me to do a podcast, and I think it would be really good for our communication. They would have given him speaking points, stuff you can talk about, stuff you can't talk about. He probably would have kept his job, but he was like, "Nah, I'm safe. I can do whatever I want to." I'm like, man, now you done lost that good job because a lot of people would love to work for Nintendo.
Have a job, period.
Wasn't that kill at the end good, Doc?
What
dude? My whole team scored less than 400 points. Are you really bragging about a win right now?
You're talking to these two smart heads, man. These guys, these guys always play games on my damn podcast or something.
Splatoon.
Hey, it's not Splatoon as much as
I already admit it. I had just kicked the crack, and Nintendo dropped this direct and just had to.
And those tentacles grabbed you and pulled you back in. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, man, those tentacles are feeding my veins right now, man.
You're worse than Spike in the back alley with his super snails.
Dude, I'm actually out of super snails right now. Like, I've already used up my whole supply.
Really? Oh my god, I haven't used up one.
Hey. To be fair, at least I'm not on Mario Maker.
Whatever. That's fine. You know Ken's gonna stop as soon as Nintendo's okay. Now we don't pay DLC. He gonna be like, okay, I ain't gonna pay.
Oh, really? Me?
You know what? I don't think Nintendo's gonna do paid DLC for Splatoon. I think Splatoon.
No, I think they're gonna.
I think Splatoon only cost them like. I think Splatoon is a system seller for them. I think for Nintendo internally it was a budget game, didn't cost much for them to make. I think in places like Japan and America, their two biggest markets where they sold it full price, I think they made a lot of money. I think they're making a lot of money off that game because it has not gone on sale. You can get bundles and junk, but it has not gone on sale.
I'm not surprised in that. I'm just saying. I mean, they already said they're gonna stop the free. They're stopping free DS in January 16th.
So you think they're just gonna go? So you think they're gonna go with like expansions for the game?
It's gonna be expansion or a massive pack for like $8 or $5.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like they'll do like an expansion because I mean I'm seeing these levels, and I'm realizing something. Like, wouldn't it be cool if a lot of these $3.99 games that they're making a lot of money off of, not that they're given for free, because in the main game, a lot of those levels were single-player levels. If they added more single-player content by letting you play as those in like, harder scenarios and junk like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, that map with all them platforms. Holy crap, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, man.
I'm excited for that one, and of course the other one with the water, where when the water drops down, that's like that's like Mario Super Mario 64, and dry dock. The water
Yeah.
goes down, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh damn, I got all
What
these
the
things to
hell?
pick. That's thinking. That's cool development. I love that.
I just have
Yeah,
one
they're more
question though,
intricate.
Go ahead.
just for everyone involved. Did anyone hear the collective heartbreak of all of those so-called NX lovers about Zelda Wii U?
Yeah, they had
Didn't that
things to deal with
hurt?
before we knew.
Didn't you hear their hearts crack? No. I was laughing. I was like, yeah.
I did, but I did enjoy that seamless transition, though.
Were there people disappointed? Like, were there people talking about that they wish it was for the NX or whatever?
Man, let me put it this way. Here's what I've gotten in my feed, because I'm subscribed to a lot of people. I've gotten people who were like, the direct was meh. I was like, okay. I don't know how that, like, this
Now-
direct had Satoru, even though Satoru Iwata's passed on, this direct had Satoru Iwata all over it. Like,
Yeah.
in a good way. In a good
Yeah,
way
yeah,
is
I
what
know,
I'm
yeah.
saying. It had a very, because Iwata would hit you with a jab, right? And that jab seemed real weak. It's like, that was nothing. But then when he hit you with that right hook, it was like, God damn, I didn't see that right hook coming. And you know, the jab was Nintendo's E3, and this was the right hook. It took a while to get here because the man died and they had to reorganize everything. But still, that was very smart information. It was a smart move, which is what Iwata had been doing for a while. I mean, it was inspiring to see. I'm glad that they're kind of giving Smash Brothers its own thing, because they still have to announce who won that the ballot, which I guess they're going to do in December.
Yeah.
Tally everything up,
Let me
calculate it.
ask you guys this: you think the ballot's gonna have one pick or more than one?
More than
More
one.
than one.
I think it's going to be more than one. Yeah.
A few.
I think it'll be more than one.
All I want is my Earthworm Jim and Vector Man.
Well,
That's all I want, man.
Jim could probably make
Okay.
it. Vector Man, hell no.
Okay, so this is just basically for Dr. Feelgood. So, are you gonna spend the money to buy the DLC, or are you gonna be hating again? I'm messing with you, but are you gonna buy the DLC this time?
If it's just a bunch of skins that I have amiibo
I
for,
say
at least
skins. You know my stance on skins. I don't give a damn about that. I'm talking about Cloud and the other characters.
if Cloud costs $10, probably not. 'Cause my thing is, I mean, I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on one character when a full game costs. I mean, come on.
Well,
Do
they
I
did
want
the
it? I
same
mean,
thing
just
with. They-
I still want the Ryu DLC, and I do plan on buying it, but I'm gonna do like I always do, which I know this is gonna have some kind of, promotion going on one day soon, where it's like, hey, get the Smash Bros. DLC for like half price.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right. That's all I can
Hey,
say.
if you know somebody can know, then let me know now.
I say I hope you're right. That's all I say. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
You say shit like that because you know I'm wrong.
Oh, look at Mario Kart. You think they dropped anything from Mario Kart from their DLC? No.
No. But Mario Kart had a really good DLC.
No, I know, but I can't compare. Again, I can't compare Mario Kart to this. There's two different layers of the development in these games.
I know. I'm just saying that Mario Kart had a better way of getting you the DLC. Like if Smash Brothers if they did really, Smash Brothers would have been a game that a season pass would have made more sense.
You know what? I could see it, but my thing was like everybody here knows it. Unlock with the damn amiibos since we're buying them. That would have been better.
Yeah.
The better. That's the only thing I got against is I got the skins, whatever. But the fighters, I can't say them because I've seen how it developed. Look at it. Cloud has freaking what do you call it? He could summon. And Ray with the sound effects. All of that takes a lot of time to develop. So
Yeah.
I give
skins,
Sakurai.
Yeah, for the character skins, amiibo unlocks would have been better.
Yes.
But I'm just saying in general, just like how they did the DLC for Smash Brothers, I'm like, you guys should have just done a season pass.
But
You
I
should
think
have just done season 1. Would have been like maybe like that first batch of DLC. $20 gets you everything if you buy it early. Like there's like a you get the pre-order season pass. $30 later on if you don't get it early. I mean that would have made a lot more sense because how they're nickel and diming people now.
Yeah, if
that stuff, you'd spend almost $50 on that crap.
Yeah, if they told you what was in the season pass and don't play this whole like other people with you might get this, I might get that, then I would be I would be
like how Arkham Knight did in the beginning.
No, they did. They said you get Batgirl. You get the Batgirl missions. And
no, but at the beginning it said you get the Batgirl and you get the skins. It's like, okay, that's it?
Yeah, you get the Batgirl costume and that's it. Yeah, that's what they said. Take our word for it. Trust us. We know what we're talking about.
They have done what they did with Hyrule Warriors then?
What?
Hyrule Warriors, they told you everything in Hyrule Warriors. They told you everything.
They told you everything, except for the last pack. They told you everything up front what you want to do with the season pass.
Yeah, but I mean that's a Japanese company, and generally speaking, Japanese video game companies, especially if they stay Japanese, tend to be a lot clearer with their consumers. It's the ones that try to go all Western you gotta watch. Like that Mighty Number 9 game, I was like,
oh no, don't.
No,
Let's not throw any more salt, shade, dirt.
I'm not buying that game. That's all I gotta say.
Okay,
I'm glad. I was really thinking about donating to that game, but a little voice came to me before I swiped my credit card. It was like, don't do it, playa. Don't do it. And then when I started seeing, because what happened to me is that I thought about what about that game that was like a Romancing of the Three Kingdoms, but with like chibi animals that Keiji Inafune was supposed to be making with his team that never saw the light of day. It was in limbo for like 3 years. Like this guy has had no games come out in like 4 or 5 years. It's shady.
Well, like I said, he's trying to do that red whatever he's trying to do. He got that. He still has Gunvolt 2 under his wraps, which I do want to play. Then he has, of course, the amateur game for Xbox.
Yeah, but I mean, Gunvolt was like a bonus game for people who like it reached a certain amount of the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter, and they're like, well, here's a little game to tide you over. And then they made it like an actual game that you could buy and stuff like that. That was cool. I'm not gonna, that's nice, but that was like a little side game that they made. I mean, like this dude keeps on announcing projects, and I'm like, you haven't gotten any of your major projects out yet, so like maybe you should focus on one project, get it out the door, then go move to something else.
I got you. Yeah, y'all. Well, anyway, let's just go through these quickly because my ass need to go to freaking sleep. I'm tired as hell. I got a quick couple questions on the side. Basically, we already talked about the whole. I think he just reiterated what we're saying. We're talking about the PlayStation All Stars with the cloud, which we just again a smack to the face to Sony. So that's just a straight bitch slap. Okay, that should have been in the Battle Royale.
It wasn't a slap. So Square Enix remembered how they got screwed over by Sony, and they were like, "Well, this time it's our turn to screw you." So we're not giving you anything.
I got something better for you. You know what they did to Sony?
Oh Lord!
How many of you guys watch Naruto?
They did the 2 fingers. They did the 4 fingers butt thing.
Oh,
they did the 4 fingers butt thing.
1,000 years of death.
1,000 years of death. You're exactly right.
That's exactly what they just
gave
did to
Sony a prostate exam with no warning, nothing.
No
just
lube.
Yep. Oh yeah, she died.
Stop
Anyway,
jumping around like a little schoolgirl on a pogo stick.
I was not expecting it. That's all I'm gonna say. I saw people saying
I
that
don't
the
think
Vita,
anyone was because as of late there have been leaks, which is not like Nintendo, and so then all of a sudden you got this big bomb that drops. I'm pretty sure it Direct would only had that bomb, it would have been enough.
Yeah.
Because you got to think about what that symbolizes.
Yeah, I tell you what it symbolizes. They're supposed to have another. direct in December, which is a month away, that could have been in the direct for Smash. Literally, that could have been in the announcement for Smash. So I don't know. I mean, shoot.
I think times are about to change, everyone. Like, after thinking about the whole cloud thing, I think times are about to change.
All I know is after this direct, I think we can confirm that the Wii U is not a dead console.
What are you talking about? It is a dead console. Just because it's got Cloud Strife, the main character of the highest selling Final Fantasy game in existence, but that doesn't mean anything.
Hey, I mean, if you look at all this stuff coming out over everything they talked about, most of it was like within the next 3 or 4 months. I don't have time to play shit now.
Because you have a lot.
Dude, you know how much playtime I got in Mario Maker? 15 minutes.
Okay, I gotta stop you right there. What's wrong with you?
You know how much playtime I got in Woolly World? I got like maybe 5 or 10 hours in Woolly World, okay? And I got other games. You know how much time I got in Bayonetta 2? Like 4 hours.
Dang.
So I don't want to keep hearing about shit. I gotta wake up tomorrow morning at 9 and pick up a Mewtwo amiibo.
Meanwhile, Super Mario Maker for me is at 316 hours.
Hey, what kind of crackhead are you, man?
Okay, I can't talk. I mean, because it's Splatoon, I'm over 500 hours, and I haven't been playing that much over the last couple of months.
YouTube's the only one that kill me with that stuff. You gotta announce your addiction like that. Jeez.
It's not an addiction, man. It's a passion.
Whatever.
I would have been the third guy here, but
Anyway, I'll go to the next one. Basically, I'll rephrase your question, Rebound King. But what everybody think about Linko?
It's cool, dude.
Finally get
a female Link. There you go. Yeah. But no more whining, okay? And she doesn't have the Master Sword. She has two crossbows. She's got guns. She's got guns akimbo. So good for you. I mean, I think it's cool. The female Link will bust a cap in your ass. That is so gangster.
And kick your ass.
And kick your ass at the same time. She'll bust a cap in your ass and kick your ass all in the same sentence. I mean, can we just agree that Link, no matter what gender he or she is, will fuck you up, son?
I will say this: like, can you guys see her being like an alternate for Link and Smash Bros. To an update, like kind of how they did for Wii Fit Trainer?
They could. No, I mean, but the thing is that you have to completely change how she plays.
Yeah, she has a whole different moveset.
Yeah, she has different weapons. You'd have to change up everything.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Bob and move.
So the next one will be basically what Dr. Fielder said. What everybody thought on Nintendo dropping the mic after the show Smash. I mean, that's basically what we all think. They dropped the mic and just, hey, that's it. Y'all want to say something? Smash, Cloud.
Yeah.
Again,
everything went black.
Here's the thing that killed me too. They didn't just put in. I like how they do. I like what they do the RPG skins in Smash. I give them that because they put in Cloud regular skin from 7 and of course from Advent Children. That's awesome.
You know what? I can already see them doing an update for like maybe another assist trophy with Sephiroth or some shit.
Yes,
or maybe
I think the assist trophy gonna be in there, or at least he's gonna be in the trophy like how Ken is for Ryu.
I know the one thing that's kind of I think a lot of people are gonna be frustrated with. Too many guys with swords in that game.
That's what I said. That's the first thing I said.
In terms of Square Enix, I kind of wish it was like sword instead of
I wish it was like Tifa.
All I'm gonna say.
I wish it was Orin.
All I'm gonna say is this. That was basically kind of like if anyone here has ever watched Scryed, the anime. At the end, the guys have this massive fight, and the main character gets knocked out, and you're like, oh man, he didn't win. But he holds up his fist to show I'm still here, motherfucker. That's basically kind of like what Nintendo did with this Direct at the very end. They were like, oh, we're a dead console, are we? Well, I'm still here. I'm not dead.
If you look at every Direct they've done, after they show something like a big bomb, like they drop a big bomb, they then come back and like reiterate and talk about it briefly. When Reggie said we got one more surprise for you, and they didn't come back, I was like, they just really dropped the mic and left the stage.
Yeah.
Like, I actually want to make a meme, like, or a gif like that. Just show like Reggie make a last announcement, and then also just put like a little microphone in his hand and show him walking off.
They were like, "We're done. We're done." I mean, like, I want to see the haters come out the woodworks. Nintendo is a dead console. Nintendo is it's irrelevant. They need to put their games on third-party consoles. It's like, look,
Dude, I actually can't. And shout out to him by the way, but I am looking forward to seeing like even like Dr. Trey and Red Knight's video. Shout out to both of them. I cannot wait.
Well, they already got their action. Well, I know right now they got his up already, so there's live action to it. Y'all could go ahead and see that stuff. Me, not a part of that crap. I don't care for live action people, because
my reaction. Yeah.
why would I care? I don't care
video.
what other. I do not care what somebody. I mean, no disrespect to anybody like that, but the live reaction video of what? I have my live reaction. I'm happy. Good.
No, not our reaction, but like just the amount of salt I've known that's been thrown as of late. I'm just wondering, like, what people are gonna say now. It's like, because we have been saying this for months. Like, we told you so. Like,
Well,
even Nintendo's competitors have been saying, do not count Nintendo out.
Yeah.
And yet, these fanboys are like, oh, F Nintendo. It's like, dude, the console you are cheering for right now, pom-poms and all, the person behind this console is saying, hey, look, Nintendo, they're that shit. Like, don't count them out.
I mean, anyone remembers that all those reaction videos about Mega Man,
Yeah.
Yes, going.
The only reaction video I ever watched and I liked was when the original Twilight Princess was at the E3, and then people lost their freaking mind.
Yeah. But I mean, the Twilight Princess thing, I kind of guessed. I was like, look, they already did the engine for Wind Waker, and that's the same engine they used for Twilight Princess. They already got it made. So why not?
It was a different studio that did this, because this was.
But I mean, it may be a different studio, but I mean, the engine, they could have easily just given that engine to that studio and been like, look, dude, use this engine. It's already made. Do something with it,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the HD version, they cleaned, they make it lighter. They took away a little of the drab, they add textures, and they smoothed out the jaggies. That's all they did. And because we don't know what the Amiibo is gonna do. The Amiibos is a part of the secret. They said they're gonna reveal next year. So we'll wait for that. And of course, you know what? Like I said, I'm happy that they did this. They dropped the mic, as Anderson just said, just to quiet the NX talk. Even though they still at the beginning said there's gonna be no NX talk and no mobile talk. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
I don't know what wrong with people. Because like I said, I had a post on my Google Plus when I I get the live links before most people. So because Shep was asking me, I said, yeah, I already got the live link. He said, oh man, send it to me. I said, well, I'm driving, so I can't really do it to you because I had it like a week before. And when you go to the post, already people have negative posts and thumbs down. I'm like, it's a week out, people. What the hell? Where do these people come from? Who got this hatred for a company? God dang it.
I don't know why. I don't know why there's so much Nintendo hatred. I might have to do a podcast talking about why there is. Because I mean,
I don't think you have the psychology to go through all that hate, dude.
Like,
I mean, I don't like Sony, but I don't like Sony because Sony's not what they were 2 gens ago. I don't like Microsoft because they brought in money hatting, which kind of broke the industry for a while. I mean,
but see, here's my thing. Here's my thing. People call me a hardcore Nintendo fan. I don't agree or disagree, but here's my problem with that. Although I may play more Nintendo games and talk about Nintendo more in a positive light than most people do, I've also been playing with Nintendo for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I don't hate Sony. People think I'm just a Nintendo fanboy and I don't play anything. It's like, I have a Sony PS1, 2, and 3. I still have the Sega Genesis along with the Sega Saturn and Sega Dreamcast. I have these systems and most of them are hooked up. I have an Xbox OG and an Xbox 360.
Yep.
So it's like, and I still play them. Ask Cage. I'm playing Blue Dragon right now. Like, well, not right now, but I've been playing it.
Yep.
But I don't hate either one of these consoles. I may hate some of their practices, but I don't hate the console just because of what it is.
But you know what's even crazier? It's like the people that's hating on the big end. Some of those people are Nintendo fans themselves.
Well, they claim to be Nintendo fans.
No,
claim-
they claim to be, or they just want
Because,
to look.
You know when the Wii was on top, yay Nintendo! Now now when Wii U's out, it doesn't have this and
Look,
that. This.
Look, like I said, the videos I saw before the direct made me kind of like shake my head, and I told this to Shep, and I'll repeat it on my podcast Sunday. Look, you guys are going crazy for games, really. I work in the damn industry. I'm not, and I don't go this crazy for damn video games because I make money off of the thing. You buy a car and a house if you buy a house if you live in an apartment, but you buy a car. I don't see none of these people say, "Oh man, Nissan made a mistake. I'm gonna go up to Nissan and tell." No, you sell the car, or you're gonna next time the next version you're not gonna buy the next Nissan car if you have a bad thing with it. So why don't you do something for something that's $200, $300? When you spend something $20,000, I don't get this mentality. It's a game. You buy what you like and just move it on.
I said this.
Excuse me?
I said. Go
Are you
ahead.
sure that people aren't getting excited over the idea of a game instead of the actual games?
And
I
that's
think it's the
basically what it
idea.
is.
Yeah, it's the idea of the game. It's like gamers aren't like they were, 15 years ago. 15 years ago, we saw, like, if you were in the 4th gen and you saw the graphical leap to the 5th gen, that was something. If you saw the graphical and gameplay leap from the 5th gen to the 6th gen, that was something. But really,
Wow.
after the 6th gen, we've seen just the graphics have gotten better, but the gameplay has stagnated. I mean, a lot of these titles haven't really changed from the 6th gen to the 7th gen and now the 8th gen.
Yeah.
The graphics have gotten better, but I mean, the gameplay in some ways has gotten either stagnant or worse.
I say stagnant. Yeah, I can see with that. There are a couple of stuff that's there are a couple of games I could call a couple of games that maybe because I'm a weirdo that I love to play.
Yeah, so all they really have is just graphics. I mean, if you're a gamer and you are old school gamer and that's what you knew, and you're kind of like you want to play games because that's your hobby, and you got to take whatever you can get because most of us don't actually code or make games. And really, to tell you the truth, I know people that make games. Most of them, after you do spend 2-3 years, blood, sweat, and tears into making something, you don't really want to play that game you made because what's the fun in it? You know what went into the sausage.
True. I'll say this to you. You're right. Unless that game is that innovative, because when I work on Red Steel 2, and I wanted to play that game, that was just different. I never felt nothing like that making that when we were messing with that game. And the thing that came is nobody has never done the comeback system from Red Steel 2. Nobody.
Red Steel 2 is really good, though. That game is, oh god, it's so much better than the first one.
Yeah, it is.
So
But I'm
fun.
just saying, look at Skyrim. Look at all these guys who do Bioshock Infinite, who do the first person you can see their hands and everything. Nobody has ever duplicated what Red Steel 2 has done. No one. Nobody ever. And you telling me, and Ubisoft, I mean, the developer who made that game, he's not there no more. I mean,
they left.
Yeah, because of crap. But let's leave that for the Sunday podcast. All right. Let me see. Like I said, I'm half tired, so I hope I pronounced the name right. God Zito. I'm sorry. God. I'm just basically gonna call you God. Thank you because you do a lot of posting for a lot of the gamers and stuff like that. So.
No, you had it right the first time. I think his name actually pronounced as Gotitos.
Gotitos? Okay. If that's what it is, if I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. If as Triple M corrected me, okay, Gotitos. Happy that you tune in. He was basically talking about, basically came out, anybody got their pre-orders? Because that game, pre-orders went out for that freaking game already? I'm just asking.
Woo!
No?
7-10 split on the kill.
All right, man. Jeez.
Which game?
The Twilight Princess HD.
Yeah, that game. If that game is $50 plus the amiibo, so you're gonna say like $60. That game is.
Get ready.
Yeah, I think if you download it, or get it with just the game itself, it'll be 50. But with the amiibo, it'll be 60. But either way, with that Wolf Link amiibo, I'm done. I'm done, son. I'm done. They got me with the Wolf Link amiibo.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, I'm just saying the pre-orders went up today. So anybody got the pre-orders? That's what I'm asking.
Me,
I
pre-ordered
I
it.
haven't got one, but I plan on getting one.
Yeah, I just saw. I tried checking Amazon. It says it's not available yet.
I pre-ordered at Best Buy.
Dude, you're checking like 6 hours later, so it was gone probably the first couple hours.
I
Yeah, the first couple of
I
minutes.
pre-ordered at Best Buy.
Yeah, Best Buy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put it up on Play Asia yet. So.
And I pre-ordered it because that Wolf Link amiibo.
Man, you
I've already got that
stalking
game for
me
Wii.
like that.
I've already got that game for Wii, but
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying too. But again, we'll see how that works out. I already said my thing about that. So, but that's cool that they do the Wolf Link amiibo on that. That is pretty cool. Let me see. So, let me see. I think he got. Oh, let me see. Oh, this is to me. I was wondering if who is pulling up the Western releases of Dragon Quest. Oh, it's who's basically they got. It depends on who's publishing. It basically he's asking who's holding up the release for Dragon Quest 9, 10, and X. Well, basically, 'cause we already got 10 is already out for the Wii U. 11 is coming out for the Wii U. So, I mean, it might come over. It really might come over. The game is already they already got it made already. All they got to do is just translate the damn thing. And
yeah.
of course, Bravely Default again. That one killed me because that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's Square Enix Japan because Bravely Default again is game published by Nintendo. You don't have the money to publish the game yourself to make more money.
It's Square Enix. I'm telling you, man. They're putting all their money into Final Fantasy 15.
No, yeah, I know.
and Kingdom Hearts 3. Like people don't realize how broke
the idea of Final Fantasy 7 because
Yeah.
it said now in development.
Yeah, people don't know how broke Square Enix really is. Because remember what they said. The CEO said, "Look, we are not going to remake Final Fantasy 7 unless we've created a Final Fantasy that's that's sold better than Final Fantasy 7. They haven't yet. So the fact that they're doing it, they're desperate. They are desperate.
Like I said, I'm for one who played a couple builds of Final Fantasy 15. Again, I told Shep this when I was talking to him. I said I wish I got played some of the story arcs, but they didn't just let me roam around. Whatever they did a good. When I was playing, it was fun. They got the battle system locked in. I could tell you that right now.
Better than Xenoblade Chronicles X, you said?
Yeah, because I'm a one-to-one person. I'm sorry. That's the only gripe I have against X from X to me. Not anybody else who likes that system. You like it. Me, I like when I could hit you with a sword, you hit me back one-to-one. I can avoid your sword, whatever. I don't like when you can lock onto me and I'm far away from you. You can still hit me with a melee attack. Don't like that. That's just me. My favorite battle system is Tails, so that's just me. I'm not.
Yeah, my favorite one is from Star Ocean to the end of the Last Hope and to the end of time. Like I love that battle system because you can actually even avoid area of effect attacks. All you have to do is just run out of range.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you're still locked within a certain battleground, but you can literally like avoid attacks because you have full control the entire time.
Well, that's why I like Tails. You have full control all the time to stuff, and in Final Fantasy 15 you have full control. You have full control. You can use the Prince's move where he like disappears, kind of like just poof, disappear and go someplace else, like kind of like Snake from from 5. That's pretty good. So it's good. It's vast. I didn't get a chance to look at it and see if it's almost like Xenoblade with the whole loading thing. I don't know if they got that locked down yet because again, Xenoblade Chronicles you barely have any loading screen on that damn game, which is again to repeat one more time again, you got this game that's on a Wii U that's optimized to perfection that you don't need no loading screens. It's seamless while you got this big game of Fallout still glitching and blah, 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 blah. On more quote unquote powerful hardware.
I didn't play I wasn't lucky to be like you and play the different builds, but I did play the demo of that game, and I mean, the battle system is pretty good. You could tell, like, from when they did that upgrade, that kind of someone over there had played Xenoblade Chronicles X, and then it was like, oh snap, these are the people who originally made all the really good Final Fantasies. We need to steal their ideas. But, you know, do our own spin on it. But, I mean, the thing is like, from what I played in the demo, I'm like, this game doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy to me. It feels like they made, like, an action-adventure game that kind of has a hint of Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
Like, they took the cologne and they squirted it on it. Like, a hint of Final Fantasy, but it isn't really a Final Fantasy.
I got what you say. It does feel like that. You are right. It does feel like that.
It's like a Western RPG and JRPG hybrid.
It doesn't even feel like a hybrid. It just feels like it's its own thing, but it doesn't, like, okay, let me put it this way. Final Fantasy XII is the last Final Fantasy game I played that kind of felt like it was a Final Fantasy. And even that wasn't really a Final Fantasy. It felt like a single-player MMO. Final Fantasy 13, those games don't feel like Final Fantasy. Like, Final Fantasy kind of started going off the rails when Sakaguchi left. So, for me, it doesn't really feel like, you know, it's like, yeah, this is nice. It's not Final Fantasy. I might play it. I might get it on PC, but I'm not, like, you know, holding my breath for it.
I got you. Well, I mean, that game is going, like you said it yourself. That game is going to be the make and break for Square.
Oh yeah, if that game doesn't do well, Square is going to. You're going to hear the collective sound of Square shitting so many bricks. It's not even funny. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they better if that game doesn't do well, they better hope that Dragon Quest 7, 8, Final Fantasy Explorers, and anything else they put on the 3DS does well. They better hope it does well. That's all I
you
gotta
guys
say.
are talking about 15. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Xenoblade, how it plays. I'm sorry.
That's not 15. But yeah. So that's just gonna be crap. Like I said, that we'll see what happens when that comes out. So you know, for anybody who asks the questions, thank y'all, Tony Kanan, Yayo, Gadazito, if that's something I'll say right. Thank y'all for like I said, this was supposed to be a quick thing, but hopefully next podcast Sunday. I know Red has his BS Busters West versus East.
Oh, yeah. All four of I killed everybody at the same time.
God damn, dude! Seriously? We're trying to wrap things up, and you're bringing that shit up. Come on, man.
But K Anime, tell them.
All I saw was kamikaze over here.
Dude, I dropped down and killed all four of them with one splat. Lord Dynamo.
Lord Dynamo. Okay. Anyway, like I said, Red has his East versus West. You talk about just the games, the developers, and just the whole 9 yards.
We're talking about the developers, the games, how people are always talking about how, like, certain traders in the Japanese. Well, Japanese gaming is not, a certain guy who gets all the fame for creating Mega Man. Well, Japanese developers just start keeping up with the times. I'm like, look. In my opinion, they make better games than a lot of Western developers. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying a lot of them. But I will also talk about legendary Western developers and legendary Eastern developers. How it's not just, people want to think that it's East versus West and Japan versus the world, but it's deeper than that, and there's more to the story than what a lot of people are telling you. So
Can we also talk about gamer mentality comparison to how them more calm on the East, while more West they losing their mind about every little thing?
Well, I hate to break this to you, but Japanese gamers can be fickle as hell too. I mean, don't get it twisted.
If one of those games, man, does not turn out right, trust me, they can be picky, very picky.
I'll say that to you, Red, where you had your video. I watched it last night when I was working. I wasn't gonna come, but I couldn't at the time. But you talk in the West maybe, but in Japan, a lot of developers are going towards mobile now.
Oh yeah, that's. Well, the thing is that it works in Japan because it's nothing for them to spend 200, 300, 400 yen on something. That's only like $5, $2, $3, $4, $5. But it's nothing for them. The microtransactions work in Japan because everyone has a damn smartphone. But here in America, like, but even there, eventually, like, that's a bubble. Eventually, that bubble's gonna burst. I mean, because bubbles burst. That's the nature of them.
Well,
They
go ahead. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear my throat. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, eventually they're going to burst. And the thing is like, I mean, because you notice the really big mobile developers in Japan are trying to diversify.
Well,
I mean,
hell,
the Puzzle and
Namco
Dragons
has-
people, they're making a sequel to Puzzle and Dragons.
Well, yeah, that thing sold. That's sold like crazy over there.
Yeah, because
And Namco has 20 damn games. But almost 20 damn games that's supposed to come out for next year. For mobile.
exactly. I mean, they're trying to diversify. Like, I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't try different markets, because the more products you put your products, the more markets you put your products into or provide your services to, the more your money making potential is. But I mean, you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. And a lot of these developers, you hear them, Western and Eastern, they're like, oh, mobile is the future. Look, listen, I'm not saying you can't make money in mobile. I'm just saying don't put all your eggs in mobile basket, because a lot of these, yeah, you hear about the successes, but you forget, you don't hear about all those companies that went belly up and are losing tons of money with mobile and microtransactions and those little app games. Like Zynga.
Got
So, you know.
Got you. Next thing I found out was pretty cool is I did not even know, because Project Crosszone 2 is basically developed by Nintendo.
Oh yeah, it was done by
What?
Monolith. It was done by
Yeah, but
Monolith.
no, I know that, but Brand Presto was the one who did the first. Brand Presto and Monolith did the first one. So I thought it was going to be the same as well, but nah, it's Monolith Soft did this one all the way. I'm like,
I'm
I know
happy
that.
because Monolith Soft makes damn good games.
well, like I said, they both of them made the battle system.
Oh yeah.
So I got nothing against Brand Presto. The thing is that so I hope they didn't get shut down or so. I gotta go looking to see what happened to them. Because when
Yeah.
Namco bought them, I hope they didn't. They was still a part of Namco, and it was still their own studio. But I now that I heard that Monolith is the one who developed Project 2, what's going on? What happened to Brand Presto? So, I'm looking at all the SRW games and Gundam games coming out on mobile. It's not Brand Presto.
I hope they didn't shut them down, because I mean, I don't know where you know Brand Presto from, but I remember them. Like, I have like 5, 6 of their SNES games that were just quirky and weird beat 'em ups.
I know from I remember them from Super Nintendo. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I know them from, and I would hate to see it'd be another old Japanese studio just hitting the bricks. I hate that.
Well, they got bought up by Namco, so that's. I hope not.
Well, that's not that doesn't fill me with confidence.
Yeah, but that was a while back.
That doesn't set my mind at ease, sir.
No, but Namco bought Brand Presto back in 2008, so that's different. It's been a while, but like I said, I hope they didn't get swallowed. Like you said, I hope they didn't get swallowed and put through passions or nothing. So,
Yeah,
so
because
let's
I
see.
mean, I know they're good. It's like, I mean, they
Oh,
aren't.
they are good.
They
They're
aren't
good.
treasure level. I mean, they aren't like treasure is, but they're pretty damn good. I mean, they're no joke.
Yeah, they put out some pretty damn game. Them SRWs is what I love. I love that them SRWs. I wish they
Yeah,
could-
yeah. I love those Super Robot Warrior games.
I wish they could bring it over to Nintendo. That's what I'm wishing for.
Wouldn't it be cool to have that combined? Have do a cross between that and Advance Wars,
Oh man, that would be the cool crossover.
and it would make sense. You know?
Red, don't be teasing me now. That's a good one. That would be a good one. Advance Wars and that one. Oh hell yeah! You see Kensuke Nabu versus Andy and everybody else.
Or even if they did their OG characters, that would be very interesting. You know, dudes with like your little soldiers, your little machine gunners versus a Gundam.
All right.
They get their ass.
That would be awesome. But like I said, that would be a cool crossover. That would be a cool crossover. But
We
anyway,
died.
we'll see how that works out. But anyway, for all the people out there who enjoyed the direct, I'm happy that you enjoyed the direct. For all of those, maybe their bubbles got popped. Nintendo's never gonna be irrelevant. Let's just, if they're irrelevant, you should be talking about them. Let's just be it. Let's be honest. If they're irrelevant, we should not be talking about them. But you're gonna keep on putting it in their mouth. So hell, they're gonna make sure that they're flossing with you. So check out Red's BS Busters Sunday is at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Um, you got a taste of what I'm talking about Sunday with reviews and hype, basically, or what hype could get us. Because I want to talk about all the big major games that came out. Everybody was talking about hype, and how some of the reviewers now gamers are starting to settle into brokenness. We're settling into this. Bethesda just came with Fallout 4. Again, it's a great game. People are enjoying it. It's not no damn. Some of these people gave it tens and nines, but it has those problems. That's stupid.
It's a 7.5 to an 8. I'm sorry. I've played that game. It's good. It'll get
but
better.
that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
but
it'll
I'm
be
thinking,
better in
my thing
about
is,
6 months once they patch it to completion. But I
again,
mean,
like it's funny though. It's funny though. Nobody's gonna go back and give Splatoon a higher grade now that it's got so much stuff. It never was broken, but have all this content now. They're gonna change the score for that or say whatever.
yeah,
But
that's the Nintendo double standard.
yeah, but
We
then you
already
got.
talked. We
I
did a
know.
whole podcast. The Nintendo double, like Nintendo could come out with the perfect console almost, like that appeals to everyone, sells millions, outsells its competition, and it doesn't count because it appeals to casual. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk. That's something we're gonna be talking about because that's kind of crazy. So I'm starting at 6:30 again. At 6:30, hopefully I could make it 6:30 because I got a lot of stuff to do for the weekend. But let's see how that work out. Like I said, everybody here and basically Nintendo did a drop the mic moment as everybody said. I'm happy they did what they do. We have a next little mini direct coming out for December for Smash. The ballot stages, of course, they're gonna be skins. You know they're gonna be skins. I'm not buying no skins, but whatever. And let's see how that works out from there. But from then on, I would like to tell everybody out there, thank you for joining us. And if you got questions for that day. So you know what? Go ahead. The drought, as y'all talk about, hey, if your preference and you don't have a drought, it has a drought, then good. But I see a bunch of games that I'm gonna be playing for a while, for the
You
next
know
six
what? Now,
months.
now after all those release days that they were like going back to back, month to month of the direct. Now I'm really wishing that there was a drop. So I could,
You got a big ass game coming out December. You got a bunch of mini indie games that's coming out that looks good. Like I said, Jump Hive, Fast Racing Neo, High
World
Steam.
Heist.
I mean, you got a lot of little you got games to fill up the little spots, and of course you have Mighty Number Nine. Yeah, I mean every month has a Wii U game.
Yeah, but those don't count because they're from indies. Indies don't. Indies don't.
No. I'm talking about every. No, I'm talking about yeah. But I'm talking about every. You got a major release in Wii U game, like a Wii U game.
I was being facetious, man.
Okay. Sorry.
I was playing the loyal opposition.
Okay.
I was about to say they're not AAA.
Yeah, that too. I was about to say that too, but I was like, no, because some of those are AAA. I think Zelda Wii U, when it comes out, will be AAA. I hope.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, I mean it's been in development for like 4 or 5 years. So.
Hell yeah. So, and Xenoblade Chronicles is a AAA because that's a lot of money put into that damn game.
Yeah, and I hope they make it back because I'm damn sure gonna help them. I pre-ordered that game.
Yeah, I'm buying it. Well, I bought it twice, so hell.
Yeah.
I actually have 2 of the collector's editions, reserved.
God damn. Cheating bastard.
I ain't got no collection edition. I just want the damn. I basically, like I said tonight, I'm gonna download the patches and wait for the digital release. Since I already got this special edition for Japan.
I just want a physical copy just to have it.
Yeah.
From my physical or digital. If I can help it, of course.
Hey, to each their own. Like I said, if I feel like the game is worth it, I give $60 straight to Nintendo. That's just the way I look at it. So, anyway, with that said, I hope people here could join us back for the Endcast on Sunday at 6:30. With that said, as usual, there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply play your games. Peace.